If you're looking for a small business bank and are either a small business owner, entrepreneur, or freelancer, I highly recommend considering REI. In this video, I'm breaking down why and how I use REI as the backbone of my business banking and how it helps my 7-figure operation stay clean and organized. By the end of this video, you know exactly how it works and whether it makes sense for you and your business. And so here are the benefits and why I use REI. So this is a tactical tutorial of how I actually use it in my business. And the biggest benefit of what I like about REI is that you can have up to 20 checking accounts in one login. And so what is the benefit of that? Say you have a certain amount come into an income checking account. You can then allocate it to your savings account. You can allocate a portion of that to your operating expenses account, payroll account, and you could change all of these different account names depending on your business. But you can allocate it to all these different accounts and create up to 20 very easily. So let's just say, for example, I wanted to create a taxes account. All I would do is just click add account, type in the name, either make it a savings account or a checking account. And I believe you can only have up to 2 savings accounts per business. And the benefit of the savings account is that you can get APY, which is a fancy way of saying interest on the money that you have in that account. And the higher the APY is the higher amount of money. Here are the APYs depending on the amount of money that you have in your business. So your taxes, I'm going to say create account created. I can get a credit card for that account. I can create an auto transfer rule, which I'll dive into in a second, and I could easily just transfer funds in. So that is how easy it is to create an account. You can create up to 20 of these. And furthermore, what I love about REI is that you can transfer money automatically. So say, for example, I have $500 that came into my income account from a wire, or I deposited through a check, whatever the case is. What you can do is you can create an auto transfer rule, and you can make it so it automatically goes into all these different accounts depending on how your business operates. So let's go to auto transfer rules. And this is behind the profit first model. There's other different models that you could do, but that's what really differentiates REI versus other accounts, is this auto transfer process. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna say I'm just gonna instantly let's just say keep $1 in my income account, and I wanna put 50% into my operating account. I wanna save a little bit, so I'm gonna say 20% into my business savings account. Taxes, nobody likes, but taxes, you still have to pay it. So let's say 10% there, 30, 80, and then let's just say the rest of the 20, I'm gonna pay myself out. And I'm going to make this a auto rule, and I'm gonna say the nickname, let's just say money allocate. Yes, just say income, money allocation. So instantly, all of this will happen. So I'm gonna say create auto transfer rule, confirm rule, and then when I go back to my accounts, you'd see that $500 that was here in this income account just automatically got reallocated. And so going back to the rule, you can easily edit the rule, and you can see that it's active. If I wanted to edit it and say, hey, every day do this, or every month do this, it's very powerful. So if you guys are getting any value out of this, please hit the like button and subscribe. Helps more people find this channel if this is of value. Thanks. Another feature I want to dive into is adding team members. And the power of adding a team member is that you can give access to certain accounts that help when it comes to sending money out or sending bills and or receiving money. So the use cases that I use it is I give access to my income account so my team knows when we received money and when things have funded. And then also regarding payroll, when it comes to actually sending money out to our employees and other team members, I can give a team member access to help me do that. So what that would actually look like is go into the team section, and you're gonna say add a new member, and you put their work email in, and then you'd say give team member same permission as, if you wanted the same as your access or if somebody else's. And here are the different permission levels. And so what I generally do is bill payer. However, there's all these different levels, and depending on the level, this is what they have access to. And feel free to do the drop down on your own of what each one entails. But the takeaway here is that you can give permission levels for certain accounts. So say I wanted to do it on the account of payroll. There it is. I'd say the bill payer option. Here's all of the options and opportunities that I can do with this permission level, and then I can easily delegate this task. So the benefits of Relay is that there's no monthly fees, no minimum balance requirements, no overdraft fees, no fees for incoming wires, and also up to $3 million in FDIC insurance through the sweep program. It also earns up the interest up to 3% APY depending on the balance that you have. With Relay, you can create up to 20 checking accounts under one login, like I mentioned earlier. It's also ideal for the profit first style budgeting. You also can do automated transfers between accounts, up to 50 physical and virtual debit cards, custom spending limits and user permissions. It's also great for teams, bookkeepers, and accountants. It also has direct integrations with QuickBooks Online and Xero. And also its enriched bank feeds and strong reporting tools make Relay an awesome business checking choice. Additionally, it has built-in bill pay system with approval workflows, sync unpaid bills directly from accounting software, a full online setup in minutes, and clean digital first interface. And lastly, there's a free ATM withdrawals at 32,000 different locations across the US. Some of the cons of Relay is that it's not a traditional bank. It operates through a partner bank, so there's no physical branches, which makes cash deposits sometimes inconvenient. It must use third-party services like Green Dot to kind of help with that cash deposit process, and deposit limits may be restrictive. There's also Relay Pro, and that costs around $30 per month. Outgoing wires cost money unless you're using Relay Pro, and domestic wires are around $5 and international wires around $10. However, you can get it cheaper if you were to upgrade. One thing to note though is that you can do all this stuff with a free version of Relay. It's just a little bit more expensive when it comes to sending domestic and international wires. And your limits may be restrictive as well for the amount that you can deposit and send out. However, you can talk to customer service and easily make that increase temporarily if needed. If this video helped at all, subscribe and drop a comment. Everything I just walked through and more lives inside our school community. Also, click the links below for additional resources and access. Thank you.